No longer? Hey. Renewable. Is Evan? Hey. The flyers you wanna. Oh, thanks. We'll talk about the other stuff later. You're gonna be here for a while?
Oh, there's Heidi. There's no cameras during
So no cameras during the ceremony, so I'm just gonna stand back and keep the live stream going. Native ceremony. If you're just joining us, there's a native ceremony right now to kick off the rally. They asked for no cameras, so I'm standing back to respect them.
How's it going? So we met at the concert.
Are toys going yet?
Yeah, the guy Zevin has it. He's passing it out.
Okay. All right, I'll take a look around.
Hey, how are you?
All right, how are you?
If you're just joining us, there's a native ceremony. They asked for no cameras, so I'm standing back to respect that.
Sir,
No cameras right there.
sir. Hey,
Oh. Whose side is this on?
Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
We are a new tribe today for the new year, 2015. This is what brings minds are one today. Our babies are going to be protected. Our elders here, from all of you, all of your walks of life. Each of you have an ancestor 20,000 years ago. We call upon them on your behalf to help us. In this building, Public Regulatory Commission today, they can't ignore us no more. Peabody, PNM, Koch brothers, all the organized crime in this world. Today, in the oldest city in this country, we say no. We say yes to life. And beauty it shall be. Say it. Say it loud. In beauty, it
In
will
beauty,
be.
it will be.
Louder, I don't hear you.
In beauty, it will be.
The sun shines for all, and may it shine on their brains this morning. And I want to thank New Energy Economy for bringing us together. For Miriam Nanasi, for her family, for all the people that live in Santa Fe, that want to make change. Thank you. Thank you for giving the indigenous people a voice.
Thank you.
Here's my brother Norman.
What a beautiful day. I want to say, we come here on behalf of our people. Come here on behalf of our communities. Our people in our communities are the four-legged, are the insect beings, the winged ones, the water beings, the plant people, the herbs that heal our people. Come here on behalf of our community, all that is sacred, to remind Santa Fe that we are still here. I was reminded by my grandmother, grandson, let them know that you speak for us. Let them know that we will continue to live our way of life, regardless of what those laws are, that we follow the natural law, and that is supreme of all. And it's on behalf of those communities and our relatives that we are here. I'd like to acknowledge the land upon which we are standing on, my Pueblo relatives and their ancestors. I want to remind the state of New Mexico and the capital that this was the beginning of the subjugation of our Diné people to Fort Sumner. It's on behalf of them that we are here also. This was the beginning of the imprisonment of thousands of our people. Well, they brought us together. They forced marched thousands of our people to Fort Sumner. Here was one of the starting points. And we're here on behalf of those people, our ancestors, to say that we're still here. And we want to thank you, all of you. What a beautiful people we are. We are one. We have different colors on us, but within us, there's a holy light. Let's honor that holy light today for the holy light across creation. So thank you.
Good morning, Santa Fe.
Morning.
My name is Eloise Brown. I'm from Chaparro, New Mexico. President for Doda Desert Rock. If you've heard of Desert Rock or Doda Desert Rock, please yell and say something so we know that you've heard of Desert Rock or Doda Desert Rock. Thank you for being here. Just like my brother and my sister said here, we don't want coal. We don't want uranium. We've suffered enough. It brings tears to our eyes. We've lost family members. I just lost my dad a little over a year ago, due to uranium. He was a uranium mill operator for many years. And I hate cancer. I don't like the way people treat people. I don't like the way the government treats us. But there's something we have to deal with, and we have to stand here and stand up for our people. Those uranium mill operators and those uranium mine former workers that are still around, we have to stand up for them and say no to uranium, no to coal, because a lot of people are not here to stand up for themselves or their family members. And so we have to be here on behalf of the whole nation, not only the Navajo Nation, but all walks of life, all species. We don't know what the birds and the fish go through as far as their health goes. But as far as we know, us humans, we go through cancer treatments. And it's very hurtful to see something like that. I hate to see people with oxygen bottles carrying oxygen in their backpacks, and it hurts. I hope I don't have to go through that in my lifetime, but as long as I'm alive, I'm going to stand up for those people and all walks of life and all species that are here on this earth. So we're here to protect Mother Earth and Father Sky, and we'll continue to do so as far as, I don't know where life will take us, but for me, that's my, one of the things that I have to think about, and that's what I travel for. Even when I don't have gas money, I just pray about it, and even if I have gas money just to make it one way, I'll go and just have faith that I'll make it home, and I usually do. So I know prayers will get answered. So thank you very much for being here. Again, we don't want no coal. We don't want no uranium, because it hurts people's lives, their health. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
One request.
For viewers.
I have one request, and that is we have species in here that are going to support nuclear development, coal development. Please. Oh, I don't know how to turn it on.
Is it on? Okay, I'm sorry. Anyways, I guess I didn't introduce myself. My name is Louise Benali. I'm from Big Mountain, Black Mesa, Arizona. I am here to tell you about my community and also to let you know that we have species that will come here that are in support of uranium development and coal development. Please help us educate them. They're known as the Navajo Nation government. Thank you.
Boo. Oh shit. The battery's already low. I know. Scratch me. Gotta get a few hours. So I'm moving back to get a shot of the whole crowd. My battery is low. My phone is gonna turn off soon. I thought it would last longer. This is the first time I've live streamed, so I need a battery pack for the future. Takes a lot of battery power, obviously. There's a lot of people here, a few hundred folks. I will go in for the speakers again, but my battery will die soon.
See what's happening here in our homeland for 500 and more years
Hi, Ethan.
of craziness, insanity, suffering, and we're still going through it every day. We carry the weight of those ancestors. We carry their ghosts with us. We carry their blood with us. And sometimes it's hard on us because we love our Mother Earth so much. We love the sky. We love the rain and clouds and things that the gifts and blessings that they bring. We love the corn and how it grows and how it dances. Corn has a song. Corn is dressed up with songs and prayers and good thoughts and good feelings. Corn is beautiful, and we see ourselves as corn. It's a lot going on in this world. This structure here was not made by us. It was built over probably our graveyard or something, or our holy site, because we consider all the earth holy. And right now, you know, we're dealing with sociopaths. We're dealing with people without a conscience. We have to understand this as indigenous people and as all people. We're dealing with people without a conscience. These coal mine people, these nuclear people, these oil people, these court systems, the hierarchy of the courts, the church, the state, all that. We're dealing with sociopaths. We have a conscience. Everyone here gathered here, I hope, is a person of conscience. Has the ability to recognize conscience within themselves. Has the ability to recognize conscience among each other, collectively. So, how do we break through the thick heads or the damaged hearts of people without conscience? That's one thing that we're always looking for. The secret, the ingredient, something, magic, some kind of way to speak to them. You know, they see us, but they don't see us. Because they're people of no conscience. And that's a hard thing for us to get. You know, we come here, we protest, we hold signs, we drum, we sing, we pray. They don't care about those things. They don't know about those things. They forgot those things. They sold out or bought out or forgot and left those things along the way somewhere. And those other things, other material things, other dark spirits, I guess you would call, take their place and are their protectors. This whole Santa Fe is one big mess. The history of it. And there's history here along the rivers, along this holy place. And just listening to some of the people say this represents white shell. This land here represents the holiness. We understand things as indigenous people, and it's just in our blood. But to all of you who are here, depending upon how you got here, or your ancestors got here from boats or spaceships or something. Just kidding. Now we're all here, and we have to learn to get along and how to be tolerant with each other, socially, culturally, politically. Yet, these bastions of power here, they refuse to give us that. They refuse to listen beyond any greed, beyond their own greed, their own selfishness. And so, we suffer. So let's think of an idea here. Let's challenge ourselves. Let's think of a way creatively. How do we break through the stubbornness of people without conscience? Do we match them with violence or non-violence, or what do we do? What language, through English or through laws or through some mechanical way of physics or something, can we figure a way to speak through to the fog of conscience, of no conscience? And that's all I want to say. Go ahead.
My name is Ron. I'm from Lickachickery. And there's a lot of fracking going on in those mountains. And I live right below it. We're looking for more gas, more oil, and many more coal. And our people in the area, the community, are not aware of it. The government does not tell us what they are doing. And we're the ones that get the downwind. So just letting everybody know here that there are things happening on the Navajo Nation that people are not aware of. Thank you.
We want to ask Beata Sosi Peña come forward and give her thoughts and prayers in a poem.
Hey, attitude supports you. South Bay. Hey, attitude supports you. South
Some words I wrote for this occasion. Stories shine down from winter moonlight, space created for water to speak in crystal clean form. Head to head, heart to heart, spirit to creator. We pray for women and children to be placed back in our center. Circles of energy and life-giving warmth surrounded by love and protection. Reciprocity as eternal flame is released. Prayers and heat to fragile skies so that delicate bodies survive within the sacred embrace. Rooted in our strengths and spiritual identity, we stand today at Ogapoge, also known as Santa Fe. Our oldest name still voiced and known. The United States government named us a national sacrifice zone. Expendable peoples on our own homelands, where life-affirming vows are made with corn mother offerings. Living within environmental and scientific racism, we are not an extinct worldview getting in the way of progress. Economic bribery has bought our leaders' hearts at the cost of the well-being of their native brethren. We face continued conquest and colonization, genocidal acts of war under the cover of modern-day soul-wounding mineral extraction. Have you ever gazed into the shining of a piece of coal, honored its spirit with cornmeal and breath from strong lungs? Have you ever had to choose corn pollen instead of uranium? Between power or equity, sun and wind and their living vitality, between Earth's demise or restored visions of truth, non-renewable resources outsourced and sold to greed, free trade markets, open silk roads to indigenous exploitation, to the world's largest coal production, soulless corporations preying on global fear of darkness, predatory rape of our beloved origins, violence against our mother is violence against her daughters, most vulnerable bodies put up for radioactive slaughter, defiling the spirit of water with contaminated existence, corrupting and stripping the lungs of our first ancestor, twisting the purpose of minerals as cleansers of global breath into one that destroys her children's ability to breathe. We have knowledge to share of reciprocity and shared abundance. We have technology that's there to use in this time of healing. We can balance cultural knowledge with Euro-American ways. Creator already gave us safe nuclear power. And as Saya Kathy would say, it's 92,960,000 miles away. In our backyard, we cannot keep its unstable power and poison at bay. How long will the Southwest be sacrificed? The people have voiced their renewable choice. So take away the corporate guns being held to our heads, the forced evictions and eminent domain. We are like livestock drinking from toxic yellow pits again. Warrior mothers and cherished fathers, life-giving aunties and brilliant uncles, imaginative younger siblings, precious elder siblings. It is time to bring our children back to our center, embraced by grandparent wisdom, protected by those who birthed them. Where will they live if not on this land? What must we begin and put in place so that pulsing memory can continue to journey within the circle of creation? What was here in the beginning is how we'll find solutions with no end. We were given the secret of life, to love, respect, and take care of one another so that things would be good. Generously, we give offerings and only take what we need. We chose to leave certain minerals buried beneath Earth Mother's skin, where otherwise time would swallow us in just one of her heartbeats. Pure planetary breath of shared cleansing and healing, we ask that you come forth. It is time to remember our sacred promise. False solutions of coal and nuclear are not wanted. We have come full circle. It's time for new energy to flow. Time to rebury the greed and pine and pit mine wounds and let our homelands heal. Help restore balance and stop corrupt deals. Dismantle racist policies with economic justice. We have generations of job creation. Our problem is our solution for creating life-affirming technologies. Look to our sky to heal our earth. Look to land and sea for shared abundance to cleanse our sky. Look to indigenous mothers as a standard for protection. Envision a holy fire ignited by our hope. Respected leaders, traverse the distance from head to heart and see your soul fullness as we make whole our collective soul wounding. Turn on the lights and see impacted faces illuminated, adjacent to black smoke and invisible poison. Turn off the lights of oppressive injustice and support renewable power solutions. We will follow where you are meant to lead as protectors of those held in our innermost center, reclaiming respect for what others would sacrifice in honor of the eternal choices bound by birth as eternal caretakers of this living earth and her many beloved children. Puta.
Battery is gonna die any second.
Shooting video.
And I'm coming out here from Sanders, Arizona, and I'm against this PNM, Peabody, all this exploitation. You know, I come from a community where a lot of the people that got relocated, you know, are living, and they're having a rough time living in a border town, and we're dealing a lot with alcoholism and the politics, state and county, and how corrupt some of these people are that are in these families that are tied to this government, and you know, really hurting our economy. So I came down here in solidarity with my relatives, and I wanted to be here for my mothers, my aunties, and my grandmas.
Just gonna get a wide view again before the battery
I came here
dies.
in solidarity, and with that in mind, I'm gonna sing a song.
It's Native American activists from the Four Corners area have started this rally for clean energy. My battery is going to die any second, so I'm just going to try to get some different shots of how many people are here. It's several hundred people who have gathered today outside the Public Regulation Commission. More people are still coming.
Thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful prayer to start us off today. This is the PNM shareholders gathering, right? I thought it's maybe because PNM hates the sun, so I thought that's why we were here. Good morning, everybody. My name is Javier. I'm with the Southwest Organizing Project, which has been working in environmental justice for 35 years. And I want to thank you all for coming out to help liberate New Mexico from the extractive economy today. We're going to let some of our Native brothers and sisters go inside so they can be the first on the record to testify today. We think that's very important because we know that our people here in New Mexico, actually there have been generations and generations who have understood the relationship between our ecology and our economy. And that's what we're here for today. Going into this building, this is the arena of struggle today. It's a special day because we're here to defend our rights in New Mexico. We believe that our children have a right to breathe clean air. And they're going to have to tell us that we don't have that right. They're going to have to tell us that our kids don't have the right to breathe clean air or drink clean water or live on land that isn't polluted. So it's a very exciting day to be a part of that struggle. We want to thank you. We have a short program. People are welcome to go inside if your toes are about to fall off. But we have some great speakers, so if you'll bear with us. The first one I want to welcome up today is the mayor of our great city of Santa Fe, Javier Gonzalez. Good morning, Santa Fe. How are you? You're ready to be heard. I got to tell you, there are mornings like this that I love being mayor of our city because we get it. We know what we need to do to make sure we have a strong future for our kids. And what I'm here to tell you as mayor of your city, I promise you this, we will own our own energy future. Now, they'll present legal barriers, they'll present every challenge that you think is unimaginable out there, but I promise you, your city is going to fight to break through every single one of those. We know that there is an easy path and there's the right path. And the easy path is just to do the same thing over and over and over again, telling us that things will get better down the future. The right path is to stand up today and say we need more renewables in our portfolio, less coal. We need to make sure that we embrace a future that assures that all of our children breathe clean air. And we need to have courageous politicians who are ready to stand up against the status quo and make the hard decisions that are the right decisions. So we need all of you to continue to lend your voices, but to do more, to grab 5 of your friends and bring them into this dialogue. to let them know until the laws change, until we have a PRC that is ready to push for more renewable energy in our portfolio, that we're going to continue to follow that quote-unquote easy path of least resistance. But we are ready to put it up. We're ready to put up resistance, and we're going to fight for an energy future. So thank you for your support. Count on your city. Your city is not going to turn over its energy future to anybody but you and your voices. We will continue to fight for clean air in our community. Thank you very much. Sure. Next up, and I know we're only going to have to say this for 2 more years, but our new minority leader, Brian Eagle.
Morning, everybody. I'll echo the mayor. Welcome to Santa Fe. My name is Brian Egolf, and in 15 days, I'm going to have a change of title. For the last 4 years, I've been going toe-to-toe with a lot of these ideas as chairman of the House Energy Committee, and unfortunately, the Democrats lost control of the House, and so in 2 weeks, I'll become the new minority leader of the House, but the fight is going to continue. Because the issues that motivated all of you to be here today are just as alive and just as vibrant and just as important as they were 2 years ago and as they will be 2 years from now and on into the future. If there's one thing that I know for sure, it's that New Mexicans want and deserve more security in their lives. They want to feel more secure in their ability to make the mortgage payment, more secure in their ability to find a good job that'll help them provide for their families. They want to feel more secure in their ability to be able to send their kids to college. And today, the most important one to talk about is they want to feel more secure in their ability to heat their homes and to keep the lights on and to do so in a way that doesn't poison the planet and jeopardize the future for all of our kids. Unfortunately, the plan that PNM is bringing forward does exactly that, and that is why we all have to continue to stand together to reject this wrong-headed, backwards plan from PNM that really seeks to shackle the state of New Mexico to coal for generations to come. I'm not going to stand for it. Are you guys? No! We have before us an opportunity to make our voices heard with the PRC. I saw one of the commissioners was down here earlier, Valerie Espinosa. That's fantastic. I know she's listening. Also, I should mention, because we are colleagues and friends, former Mayor Koss was here. What a champion, former Mayor Koss. And former City Councilor Chris Calvert, 2 champions on energy and the environment. It's really great to have you guys with us here today. So going forward, don't let the conversation stop today. Today is when the hearing begins. There will be days and days and days of testimony, and then it goes before the Public Regulation Commission. You got to stay involved. You got to continue to listen to Mariel when you get the emails and all the other groups that have emailed you to get you here today. And by the way, thanks for all the sponsors. You guys have done an incredible job organizing on a truly cold morning. Any enterprising small businessman in New Mexico right now would be selling toe warmers about 10 feet that way. By the way, guys, this is a sun rally. The sun's on the other side of the building, so if we do this again, other sides. Okay, it is so great to see all of you here today. Continue to be engaged at the PRC. You're not going to believe the type of stuff that you're going to see coming from the Republicans in the State House beginning on January 20th. Wholesale rollback of renewable portfolio standards is at the top of their agenda. Absolutely, that is one of their #1 priorities, is to end the RPS in New Mexico as we know it, to support PNM's effort to tax solar, on and on and on. The new majority in the House is going to be with them on that. So stay engaged, stay involved, and please never ever think that your voice isn't heard or that your voice doesn't matter, because it couldn't be further from the truth. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you, Mr. Leader. Special request from the folks inside. We need to clear a path for people to come into the building, so if we can just leave a small space for people to walk through. The next person I want to introduce is, this is a real gift for us to get to hear from him. He is a champion, and we need more elected officials like him who have the courage to take it on. I'm talking about Mora County. one of the first, I think the first county in the country to ban fracking. So please help me welcome Commissioner John Olivas.
Thank you so much. I didn't expect this. I really appreciate the honor of being out here speaking to you guys on this chilly, cold morning. I'm going to try and make it as quick as possible. Thank you, Mayor Gonzalez and Senator Egolf for your leadership. You know, I am a former county commissioner for Mora County, and we stood up to oil and gas. We're in litigation right now. We've got 2 federal lawsuits that are, you know, wanting to come after Mora County because we stood up to corporations. You know, the reason why we did what we did is I think, very representative of today. You know, we're out here, we want to give our children and our grandchildren everything, clean water, clean air, and that's why we did what we did. You know, I grew up in a community over in western New Mexico, in Grants, New Mexico. My parents went out to Grants to work in the uranium mining industry. And so I understood what a boom and a bust type of industry looks like, and uranium is exactly it. When the money was flowing in that community, there was lots of jobs, lots of money in that community. But once the commodity price went down, they picked up and left. These corporations just left the people kind of defending for themselves. The economics there were just horrible. They turned Grants into a ghost town. So when I had the opportunity to go up into Mora and I was elected as a county commissioner, you know, the issue when I was running, the platform that I ran on was oil and gas in Mora County. On April 29th of 2013, we passed the first ordinance in the nation as a county to ban oil and gas in Mora County. Ever since then, I've had this big target on my chest by corporations that want to come after us. I didn't understand what was going to happen after we passed that ordinance, but it's become a national and international story. You know, Mora County wasn't, you know, it's a small community of 5,000 people in northern New Mexico, and, you know, they really didn't have a voice on what could be done within their community. So corporations came in and they were leasing our land for, they leased 140,000 acres of land in Mora County. You know, under Patrick Lyons' leadership as a state land commissioner, he was leasing our land for 25 cents an acre. So it was horrible. So when I started looking at some of these leases, what was going on in the signature that was on there, it was Patrick Lyons that was doing that. You know, so we got to stand up. You know, I think coming out today, there's a very good representation of people within this this community that wants to turn renewables into something that's profitable, create new jobs, you know, for our community. New Mexico is an energy state. It's unfortunate that it's a you know, oil, coal, and uranium and fracking that actually produces the money within our. So we need to change that. We need to get into the renewables, the solar, you know, the wind that we have available to us. We're here in New Mexico. We probably out of 365 days a year, we probably have 360 days of sun. You know, why not harvest that? So it's ironic that we're here in Santa Fe doing this. You know, the Fe means faith. We're in the city of faith. We got to have faith that our voices are going to be heard, that we're going to be able to talk to our politicians. You know, let's go ahead and elect some of those people. Some of you guys don't get out and vote. Please get out and vote. It's very important that you do that. You know, in 15 days, we're going to have a 60-day session, and there's going to be a lot of issues that are going to come up, and they're going to need you guys to stand up and challenge some of these corporations that are coming in and wanting to change our landscape. And I think we're all in agreement. Corporations are not people. Thank
you, Commissioner. All right, thanks for hanging with us, folks. Move around, get your toes warmed up. Next up, who's heard of Conservation Voters New Mexico? Anybody? It's a great group. They focus on the political side of the environmental movement, and one of their projects is Juntos, and here to speak about their work is Vicente Garcia.
Good morning, everybody. First up, I want to say thank you to all the Native people who opened up. Thank you for that beautiful Kiori song, for the AIM song, and thank you to all the Indigenous women who reminded us about our ancestors and our future generations. My name is Vicente Garcia, and I am the director of Juntos, New Mexico. Woo! Yay! Woo! We are a program of Conservation Voters New Mexico Education Fund. And what we do is through community organizing, through outreach, through education, and really through building the next generation of leaders within the Latino community, we take action on the conservation issues that are important to New Mexico. And we really believe it's important that as Latinos, that it's crucial to do that right now. Why? Because across the nation, we know that Latinos and African Americans and Native people suffer disproportionately from the effects of climate change. Nearly half of all Latinos live in counties that frequently violate ground level ozone standards. And 40% of Latino children suffer from asthma and are more likely to die as a result of that asthma. So I bring that up for two reasons. And one is because across the nation, Latinos do suffer disproportionately from climate change. And also because a threat to, as Martin Luther King once said, a threat to justice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. So, And we know that it doesn't really matter anymore where the coal plant is. It doesn't even matter if we live in Albuquerque and the coal plant is in northwestern New Mexico or wherever all these dirty fossil fuels are. They are contaminating all of our air. We all breathe the same air. We all breathe drink the same water. And we know that Latinos are, if anything happens to our air and our water, we are going to suffer disproportionately from the health impacts of those. So we think it's crucial to organize around the Latino community around these issues, but just for all people in general. Because we know that ultimately our energy is not negotiable. Do we want to continue using fossil fuels? No! Exactly. We want clean, renewable energy. Not yesterday, not a month ago, not a year, but now. Now. So now more than ever is the time to transition to that clean, renewable energy. This case that is coming up for the PRC right now will determine our energy future for the next 30 years. We can't negotiate with our energy future. Now is the time to transition to clean energy, and I'll end with that. Clean energy now! Clean energy now! Clean energy now! Thank you.
All right, next up, you probably got a personal call from her to be here today. One of the main coordinators of this action, Muriel Nanasi from New Energy Economy.